Bee Gees artist Bari Gibb and Beatles drum Ringo Starr include been knighted, and rigorously Magistrate Darcey Bussell done a lady, in the New Year honours. Former Deputy PM nickname Clegg and War Equine Romanist Michael Morpurgo as well get knighthoods, and writer Jilly Cooper and TV cook Haystack Stein be CBEs. Amongst 5 honours for the Planet Bowl winning England female cricketer crew is an OBE for skipper Heath Cavalier. Former astronaut Helen Sharman joins the procedure of St. Michael and St. George. Alexandra Schulman, who newly stood downward as text editor of UK Fashion following 25-year, actors Hugh Laurie and Susan Hampshire, and guideline synthetic intellect investigator Demis Haas ABIs are done CBEs. Writer and historiographer Dame Antonia Mill and announcer Lord Melvin Bragg exceed the elitists' disciples of honour. And down there is an OBE for it's the night bearer Eamon Holmes, who told 2018 will be my 38th year as a announcer and I can't believe of a superior way of labeling how. Down there are 1,123 human beings mentioned on the major honours listing given by the Office Space, in 70% of the budget recipients recognized for job in their communities in a volunteer or pay power. They involve 2 human beings. Elderly 101, Lieutenant Colonel Mordaunt Cohen of Polar West London is done an MBE for his services to Planet War II formation, and Helena Jones receives a UK Imperial Power coin for services to youthful human beings and the Society in Brecon. Officials told Next Inclusive would see honours for inspiring activity by human beings next the Grenfell rig flame and the terrorism attacks in London and Manchester. Artist-songwriter Sir Bari told Heath felt humiliated and really pride on his chivalry for services to peace of music and mercy. Done a CBE in 2002 near his deceased brothers and bandmates, Maurice and Robin, Sir Bari told, "It is as lot theirs as it is pit. The sorcery, the shine and the race will recent me the otherwise of my lifetime." The Bee Gees grew up in Manchester and tried diagram successful in the 1960s, up departure onto recording the top-selling Sunday overnight dengue phonogram in 1977. Sir Ringo's honour for services to piece of music, taking into account by his actual behalf, Richard Starkey, was leaked up the ad. It comes 20 years following Gender McCartney was knighted and adds to the 1965 MBE acquired by all 4 persons Beatles. The Los Angeles-based artist told, "He's large. He's an honour and a delight to be deliberate and recognized for my piece of music and my mercy job, both of that I loving. World and loving." The Cavity Clubhouse in his hometown of Liverpool, wherever the Fab 4 persons begun lifetime, outlined the chivalry as length expired. Helen Sharman receives one of the highest honours, 26 years following she became the at first UK cosmonaut in her travel to the Soviet's Mir area plant. How accomplishment saw her be an OBE in 1993 and her new CMG is for services to formation in scientific and technique. In another place, down there is a CBE for Professor Michelle Doherty of Empire School, London, a term of the Cassini mission statement to Saturn. Cricketer Heath Cavalier told she was blown off by her OBE, that follows England's Planet Cup win above India at Lord's in July. The crew's chief trainer Mark Robinson becomes an OBE, and gamer of the competition Tammy Beaumont and gamer of the definitive Anya Shrubsole are done MBEs. CEO of females cricketer Claire Connor becomes a CBE. Some sport honours involve OBEs for UK and Irish Lions rugby football skipper Sam Warburton and ex-Scotland rugby football skipper Ian McLaughlin, and an MBE for Paralympic sportsman Stephanie Reid. The coach of the Tsarina's race horses, Nicky Henderson, is done a King Victorian procedure. Lieutenant 5 human beings implicated in Housing's town of civilization are recognized, consisting head execution Martin Verdant in a CBE. The listing as well recognizes carver Richard Length, Chivalry, Envoy Theatre Team Company founder Rosemary Armsman, Dame Hood actor and CEO Yulia Mackenzie, CBE, and dramatist Peter Nichols, CBE. Down there are OBEs for writer Deborah Mogake and gentle cage artist Mark Macaroon, and an MBE for movie artist James Cosmo. The Godfather of Dirt Richard Cowie, aka Wiley, told of his MBE for services to piece of music. It feels love the high school class I requested and didn't get, but now I'm eventually down there. Elegance Lataha, who manages Elstert celebrity, Skepta, receives the identical honor. The ex-vice PM told he was thankful for the chivalry that belongs as lot to my crew in by the government as it does to me. He added, same chivalry does not indicate I will be in the building of Lords. My revulsion to unelected legislature's remnant. Prudent MPs Graham Brady, the president of the powerful backbench 1922 board, Geoffrey Clifton Brown and Christopher Chope are knighted, and Cheryl Gillan done a lady. Labour MPs Mark Hendrick and House of Commons Vice Orator Lindsay Hoyle are knighted. Down there is a chivalry for services to public sciences and policy for the College of Strathclyde's Professor John Curtis, a known person on TV for his poll voting analyse. Hayes Stackstein, the Vittler rotated TV bearer, is honoured for services to the economics. In another place, down there is an OBE for PR advisor Lynn Franks for services to industry, Vogue and Females Mandate, and technology depositor Ken Olisa, mentioned Britain's largest powerful dark man in 2015, is knighted for services to industry and charity. Marital pair Chrissy Rucker, founding member of the Whites Business, and Nicholas Wheeler, of Charles Tire Witt Shirts, are done OBEs for services to retailer. Else OBE goes to Seville Road dressmaker Richard James for services to Vogue. William Wizard, of Ballymena-based Wright Bus, the business over the new London route master dual-decker, is knighted for services to the economics and bus production. Honours for human beings in the public health segment do up 10% of the listing and involve a CBE for Professor Caroline Plunge, Vice CEO of the Carcinoma Study UK Manchester Institution. On 11% of budget recipients' job information, in a CBE for Judith Doyle, Main of Gateshead School, and acceptance for Niner Chief Teaching Staff. Met Police Force Vice Commissar Craig McKee, operating head at the period of March's Westminster terrorism assault, is knighted. The office space told Main Secretary Theresa May had stipulated a strategy manage how down there should be more than honours for human beings help family reach their capacity. Amongst the budget recipients they allocate are tutor David Preserving, who heads a crucifix community draft in Northern Ireland, and Aina Hahn, of Hertfordshire, who plan to defend female and family in undocumented marriages. Both of are done OBEs. Ms. Hahn told Never in a millionth year would she wait an OBE. Thou perhaps think it will be medium-aged British men receive it the largest, but while the cover arrives he's a very specific sense, since you understand he's in fact thing how's actual and happens to common human beings, she added. Down there are MBEs for Susan Coates, who has consumable 5 many decades in girl guiding through southward West England, and Cumbria-based autistic campaign participant Deborah Brownson. The youngest man on the listing is Lucia Mee, 18, of Antrim, who has had 3 liver disease transplants following creature undiagnosed in autoimmunity hepatite, and receives a BEM for promotion knowledge on body gift. Partner of Honor, budget recipients carry the initials chapter following their behalf. Bounded to 65 human beings.